Finding ways to help homeowners with crumbling foundations continues in Western Mass and at the state capitol.
Well, this week, as debate officially begins on the state's 2020 budget, at least one state representative is focused on funding for foundation testing, which can run into the hundreds, even thousands of dollars.
Western Mass News reporter Caroline Powers with us now with the exclusive new details on this. Caroline?
Well, Dave and Beth, this week is State House Budget Week. Representatives will be voting on the budget section by section, and that includes a long list of different amendments. One of them, Amendment 851, comes from 2nd Hamden District Representative Brian Ash. It requests $321,000 in state funding for crumbling foundations, testing, and inspections. Michelle Laglisi and her husband built this colonial home in Munson back in 1996. They've raised their kids here and made countless memories. As the couple nears retirement, they're ready to downsize. But those future plans have crumbled after Michelle learned about a big problem with their foundation.
It's devastating when you find out that your investment that you've made, that it is now worthless and that you can't sell it. That's devastating.
The Laglisi's foundation tested positive for the mineral pyrrhotite, which causes the deterioration of concrete foundations when exposed to oxygen and water. A now out-of-business company called J.J. Moats got their materials from a quarry in Willington, Connecticut, and poured concrete into homes throughout Connecticut and Massachusetts, including the Laglisi's.
These cracks now, whenever it rains like this weekend, we had water coming in these cracks, and there's other ones around the basement too, and others that are finer, but as the water comes in, it makes it go faster. So we're really starting to get concerned that this is going to just get worse.
Michelle tells Western Mass News there is still a long road ahead in this ongoing problem, and having state funding to reimburse homeowners for their inspections and testing is a step in the right direction. That's why she hopes the funding continues in next year's budget.
It's heartbreaking. It's also frustrating as a legislator and just as a resident and a neighbor to some of these people to know that that they're stuck in a difficult situation with there's no clear answer. Right? Even though Connecticut's gone through this similar issue, a few years ahead of us, but there's no easy way out of this. It's going to be a combination of the state and federal, as well as working with insurance companies, real estate, just to make sure that to try to make these people as whole as possible again.
Engineers are averaging somewhere between $600 and $1,500. The core testing, we were actually able to get ours done for $1,900, but I have heard as high as $5,000. We're hopeful that this funding will continue so that other people can get on this list of identified homes that will need this help.
Michelle says if they were ever going to be able to move or sell their house, they would have to get the entire foundation replaced. A quote for that came out to more than $263,000. And Representative Ash says at the end of the week, they will be voting on a final House budget, the Senate going through their budget process next month. In the studio, I'm Caroline Powers for Western Mass News.